happened in heaven. Jesus said to Peter, now there are too many people in heaven and it's hard to accommodate people. Therefore, for a while, close the big door of heaven. So close the door. First we will find place for people, those who are inside. Then we will let the soul enter afterwards. So he asked Peter to close the door of heaven. So the door is closed. And Jesus was planning, in order to have more accommodation, what could be done. But meanwhile, Jesus thought the next day there are too many people inside. And he was wondering what is happening. And then also the next day he saw two more people. And now people were there without any accommodation, standing here and there. And Jesus got to know what's happening. Therefore he called Peter and said, what's happening? I asked you to close the door. Even I told you to lock it. What's happening? And Peter was looking at Jesus. Just tell me what's happening. And Peter told, see, you asked me to lock the door. Yeah, the big door is locked. But you gave the small door key to your mother. She's opening the small door. Let the souls get into the heaven. So it's your mistake, not my mistake. So he said like that. So it's little story which brings to us the glory of Mother Mary. And from the time I heard this story, I was always happy about this little story. Mary has power. And we have seen his mother. And the word mother has power. That's a beautiful one. As a priest, and as born everyone on the earth, we all have mother, and the word mother has a lot of power in our life. And Mary perhaps a mother of Jesus. And today we call her Mother of God. And church also named her the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary. She was born pure and holy. And that's what today we celebrate. And it happened in the history, and church promulgated the doctrine of Immaculate Conception. After that we see what happens in the history. And being in America, being in this land, we are much more proud to celebrate the feast of the Immaculate Conception of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Why? The favorite name of explorers in 1492 is Columbus. Now he discovered America. He sailed in a ship called Santa Maria de Concepcion. It means the ship name is Mary of the Conception. Columbus named the first land on which he landed as San Salvador, in honor of our Savior. It means the Savior. And the second, Concepcion, in honor of Mary's Immaculate Conception. The fearless French explorer, Jesuit missionary, Father Jacques Marquette, who with Louis explored and mapped the 2,300 miles length of the Mississippi River, today we call it, flowing through 10 states, called it, when he found it, River of Immaculate Conception. In fact, all the early American Catholics were so proud of the great truth. We celebrate today that the American bishop in 1849 chose Mary, conceived without sin, as the patroness of the United States. So our saint for the whole state, whole country, our Blessed Virgin Mary. There was 5 years before the promulgation of the dogma, and the 19 years after the Blessed Mother gave St. Catherine the design for the miraculous medal, the medal of the Immaculate Conception, 1830. Hence, in the USA, the holy day is the feast day of the country's heavenly patroness. Still, as we go, it is always wondering how Mother Mary revealed herself as Immaculate Conception. There's always, when church comes with a doctrine, there is always heresies, people opposing it. But it is God who takes care of that. It's Mother Mary who leads the church. Therefore, Mother Mary herself reveals the fact. And very beautifully we see Mother Mary appear in St. Louis to St. Bernadette. And St. Bernadette was a little peasant girl, not that much educated, and she doesn't know much about the theology or the church doctrines, but she had the apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary. And when she said, "There is a lady appearing to me," and nobody believed. Even the charismatics said, "No, don't say that to me." Nobody listened. But Mother Mary kept appearing to her. We know the history. And at the point when that little girl came back and told the lady to whom is appearing to me, she told me that I am the Immaculate Conception. That's the turning point of that apparition. Because that peasant girl doesn't know what it means by Immaculate Conception. When she said, everybody were wondering, how does this little girl know about the theology of the church and coming and saying to us, a lady appeared to me and told me, I am the Immaculate Conception. And that's what everybody started to believe. And today, Mother Mary is the greatest apparition at St. Louis, where thousands of people go and get the blessing, get healed of their spiritual life too. So, though the church came with the doctrine, but still we know in the history, Mother Mary appeared and revealed herself as the Immaculate Conception. And on this beautiful day, what is the idea we are called to conceive in our mind? The greatest gift to Mother Mary is the conception of the Lord in her womb. But today, what do we conceive as we celebrate the Immaculate Conception? The great gift of God is to us is Mother Mary herself. Yes, it's Mary is the gift. But besides that, we are called to think about the sacrifice Mother Mary chose to live. And those were the beautiful words. Behold, I am the handmaid of the Lord. May it be done to me according to your word. Words are simple to say, but the sacrifice against it is great. And even every sacrifice contains pain. It's not a word, it's a suffering. It's wounds. Every sacrifice hurts. And sort of pain and suffering to the life, the one who sacrifices. That's why Jesus sacrificed, Son of God sacrificed his life, the greatest suffering on the cross. And each mother, think about our own mother, when we were born, it's not that much easy. There are so much they sacrifice up to the time we walk and get our own knowledge and stand on our own leg. There is a lot of sacrifice. Not us pain. Family life is still today is very difficult, but it is happening today. It's because there is a lot of sacrifice in the family. That means there is someone in the family takes the pain of life, whether it's a husband or wife. They take the pain on each and every day in order to have a good and peaceful living of the family. So every sacrifice has pain, and Mother Mary made a greatest sacrifice of her life, a life which involved a lot of pain and suffering. That's what today she is glorified. That's what God gave her, a place above everything. She was taken up to heaven, body and soul, and that's what till today she is appearing throughout the continent. Mary appeared in Tamil Nadu, where I am from, where we have the biggest pilgrimage. And Mary appeared in America, in Guadalupe, where people in thousands go and pray there. Mary appeared in St. Louis. Mary appeared, in different part of the world, It's here a parish, and whenever the church has difficulty, Mary appears, strengthens, because the grace is given to her while living. She said, I am the handmaid of the Lord. Behind that word, there is sacrifice, there is pain, there is, Lord, she gave up for God. The more we give for God, the more grace we gain. That's the gift today we are called to take. That's the gift we are called to consider. The more we give for God, the more we gain. Not only here on earth, but even in heaven. So powerful, like our blessed Mary, Immaculate Conception.